Let me tell you that people don't know that it was prior to my meeting with Nnamdi Kanu. I had thought that he was a wicked man who want to divide the country, because I'm a patriotic Nigerian and I don't want anything that will bring confusion in this country. So that was the mindset I had. But after meeting him in the detention, I realized that the Fulanis, the Hausas, the Kanuris there are all loyal to him. You'll be shocked that he has more supporters in the DSS facility than he has outside.
Guys, everywhere has finally scattered. A man who shared the same detention facility with Nnamdi Kanu has just been released, and he has come out to expose everything. I am telling you right now, you will be shocked after watching this clip I am about to play for you. Because for months now, people have been wondering why Nnamdi Kanu has refused to open his defense at the Federal High Court in Abuja, why he sacked all his lawyers, why he chose to defend himself despite warning from the judge and the player from the prosecution, and why his supporters across the country have been extremely worried. But this man, Kanu former's prison mate, has finally revealed the exact reason behind everything. According to him, what has been happening inside the DSS facility is far from what Nigerians think. He said he spent months with Kanu and he saw everything with his own eyes. And what he has to say is not exaggeration. It is exactly what actually happened. At first, he said he thought Kanu was a wicked man who wanted to divide Nigeria. But after meeting him in detention, everything changed. He saw how everyone in the DSS facility, the Fulanis, the Hausas, and even more people all respected him. How people inside the facility admire him, even more than many people outside. He described Nnamdi Kanu as fearless, courageous, and someone who genuinely has the interest of the masses at heart. But that's not even the shocking part. Why has Nnamdi Kanu refused to open his defense at the Federal High Court in Abuja? Why did he sack all his lawyers despite the risk involved? Why did he decide to defend himself in a terrorism case that is already extremely sensitive? And why is he standing alone even when the judge has warned him multiple times and the prosecution is pushing aggressively for the case to move forward? A lot of people were saying all sorts of things. Some people thought he was frustrated. Some people said he was giving up, while others believe he was trying to delay the inevitable. But according to this man, this former detainee who spent months with Kanu inside the DSS facility, everyone has been wrong. He exposed how everything has been going on and how he's far from what the public thinks. He said everything he saw, how he saw everything at first hand, things that completely changed his perspective about Nnamdi Kanu. According to him, everything changed the moment he spent time with Nnamdi Kanu, because instead of the monster he imagined, he met a man who was calm, bold, intelligent, and genuinely concerned about the suffering of ordinary Nigerians. And according to him, Kanu is not only fearless, he's also courageous in a way he has never seen before. But what shocked everyone most is when he went further to explain why Kanu is still being kept in detention. How some people detained for serious offenses had their cases quietly discontinued and they were released. Yet Kanu, who this man says did absolutely nothing, is still held. This clip will review everything they have been hiding from the public. I don't want to talk too much. I'll be playing the clip now, so make sure you watch this video to the end. And don't forget to like and share this video. If you're just coming across this YouTube channel for the first time, make sure you click that subscribe button today.
Prior to my meeting with Nnamdi Kanu, I had thought that he was a wicked man who want to divide the country, because I'm a patriotic Nigerian and I don't want anything that will bring confusion in this country. So that was the mindset I had. But after meeting him in the detention, I realized that the Fulanis, the Hausas, the Kanuris there are all loyal to him. You'll be shocked that he has more supporters in the DSS facility than he has outside, because if anywhere you live and you have more than 95% of the people who are supporting you. Before I met him, a Fulani guy told me, because he said, oh, if you see Nnamdi Kanu, he will like you because you can speak English. The guy does not understand English. We're always communicating in Hausa language and in Arabic language. So he said he will like you because you can speak English, and he's a good man. If you have any problem, tell him, he will help you. So that is how they see Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody in that detention facility, they see him as their leader. So it's not about a leader agitating for the Igbo cause. He's a leader agitating for Nigerians, for the betterment of Nigerians. So that is the person Nnamdi Kanu is. So I have discussed with him severally. On a daily basis, he will tell me, Atiku will be strong. And along the line, now told me that, okay, I want you to play along so that they release you from here. I don't want you to continue to stay in detention. That was when I said, I'm ready to remain in detention. I said, no, this place is not good for you. Play along. Do whatever they want you to do. Get away from me and go and meet your family. I said, you are here. Say, don't worry. You go out. I don't want to see young men like you to be in detention. So that is the person we are talking about, that Nnamdi Kanu is. A very passionate leader with compassion, and he has the interest of especially the masses at heart. And I think the problem he has, which is not a problem, is that he's too courageous and fearless. And that is why, to me, he is still in detention. Courageous and fearless. This did not start with the administration of President Tinubu. He was arrested during the last administration, and because they don't want to address the real issues. This thing is very simple. Why?
What do you think are the real issues?
The real issues are the insecurity, marginalization, and inequality in the country. These are basically the real issues. Address these issues. On this, because I believe that President Tinubu is a listening president. Yes, and just like I said about Nnamdi Kanu being fearless and courageous, which has put him in detention, one of the things that, though is not something that should be seen as a weakness, which the President Tinubu has, is that he's too loyal to his friends, and he always stands by his friends. So he will not want to do anything that will embarrass his predecessor. So for that reason, he's taking his time. But on this, I really want to appeal to the President and Commander-in-Chief that if the likes of Igboho, their cases will be discontinued. The chairman of Mieti Allah, their cases, Mieti Allah was arrested and detained in the same facility where Nnamdi Kanu was detained. I was there, so I know all of these things. For security reasons, I won't mention the places. I know they're very, if you close my eyes, I can take you to the detention facility where Nnamdi Kanu is currently, and where Mieti Allah chairman was before he was released. Don't forget, he was arrested. His boys were alleged to have stabbed a general. You see, his boys were alleged to have killed soldiers. I know all lives are equal, but the life of a military man should be seen as being special because they protect the lives of the of others. If any group that will attack military men, those groups should be seen as being extremely violent, and they should be condemned in totality. The military men deserve respect and honor because they are putting their lives to protect us. So now, this same man, his case was discontinued. A Fulani man, his case was discontinued. Yes, he's my brother, I'm happy the case was discontinued, but I'm not happy that military men were attacked. Now Igboho, who was agitating his agitation was very violent. So many lives were lost. Security personnel were attacked. Yet his case was discontinued because he's a Yoruba man. I did not meet Igboho, and I did not meet the chairman of Mieti Allah, but I heard a lot of things about them. But in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, all the things, he has been in detention. If the last one and the one that he's still in detention started in 2021, for all of these years, if they have anything against him, why have they not brought it out? There's nothing against him, unlike these two people that their cases were discontinued. The President and Commander-in-Chief has the power by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He can direct the Attorney General of the Federation to discontinue with this case in the interest of national healing and unity of the country. The last time, he should know that these two men I mentioned do not have the kind of support that Nnamdi Kanu has. Okay, I am in order now. As at this moment, I am still owing, as a result of the mobilization I did for people to come to Abuja to protest for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. We knew that they were going to attack us We were tear gassed, we still protested. We were ready to lay down our lives for Nnamdi Kanu because we believe that he has our interest at heart. So a man that has such support, I'm not talking about, let me tell you this, that in the entire of the Southeast, all the governors combined together do not have the kind of support that Nnamdi Kanu has. All the governors combined together. And like I told you earlier, which is one of the things people see as the weakness of President Tinubu, and to me it's not a weakness. Just like Nnamdi Kanu's fearlessness and courage is not a weakness. The president is always standing by his friends. His friends in the Southeast know that once Mazi is released, they will not be able to rig, maim, and retain their offices.
Alright guys, now let's break all of this down and connect it with what is currently happening in court, because the legal battle has taken a dramatic new turn. After months of refusing to open his defense, Nnamdi Kanu has now filed a powerful preliminary objection to stop his prosecution completely. He personally signed the document because he is now defending himself after dismissing all his lawyers. And here's the shocking part. Kanu is arguing that the Federal High Court cannot legally try him because the charge against him were filed under the Repealed Terrorism Amendment Act of 2013, meaning the law used against him no longer exists. It says continue to prosecute him under a dead law violates several sections of the Nigerian Constitution. Basically, it's saying the trial is unconstitutional from the foundation. But that's not all. In the appeal file, which a legal expert explained during an interview with BBC, Kanu is challenging three major decisions. 1. The court ruling on his no-case submission. He says the court failed to evaluate whether the prosecution evidence collapsed during the cross-examination. 2. The refusal of the court to decide whether it even has jurisdiction. Kanu insists that the judge avoided the most important question: is this trial even lawful? And 3. The court decision that he has waived his right to defend himself. Kanu said he already submitted a list of witnesses and was ready to defend himself, but only after the court settled the issue of jurisdiction. The judge refused and ruled that he waived his defense. According to Nnamdi Kanu, this is a violation of his rights. In his own word from the appeal, if this application is not granted, I may be unlawfully convicted without the opportunity to determine the validity of the charges or the jurisdiction of the trial court. So what happened now? Things are hanging in the balance. The Court of Appeal has not yet fixed a date to hear the application. If the Court of Appeal agrees with Kanu, the Federal High Court cannot deliver the judgment it fixed for November 20, 2025. But another legal analyst in an interview with BBC said that the appeal might not stop the judgment because the time to file such an appeal may have passed. And this means one thing: the case is now at a critical, unpredictable stage. So drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let us know what you are thinking about all this. Kanu is fighting the legality of the trial itself. His prison mate has exposed what may be happening behind the scene, and the entire country is watching to see the next move. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel because we will be updating you on anything pertaining this case. So make sure you subscribe today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.